What? It's Wednesday night and I'm going live. I just figured out a really cool spot to put my phone so it's like on my lamp. Genius. I have been reading such amazing books. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know if I'm online. I think I am. See Peg in the background? What? So here's the deal. It's a big deal. We are born with unique gifts and talents. And guess what? Either our parents nurture them because they have a clue, or they don't have a clue and they don't nurture them, so we forget about them. And when you know that you have your gifts, like you're super into it, is the oh my God moment. It's the oh, this totally has my attention now. What? I'm so into it because I'm in the flow and I'm super excited. I'm loving this. And God is the journey, the personal connection that we all want to make with God. So, crazy stuff right there. And so we either have parents who are aware of our gifts and they nurture them, or we have parents who mean well and they're like, no, you got to get a career where it's stable and it's safe. So they come from a place of stability, but they come from a place of smallness. And they don't mean to really do that to you because they want to protect you. Guess what? No. Smallness, you cannot orchestrate smallness. Think about being a tiny grain of sand surrounded by all the sand. You're all together. It's cool. We are connected. I say this all the time, but I mean this book that I've been reading, so awesome, because it helps you realize, are you living your gift? Your gift could be a caretaker. You light up. You're shiny. You wake up out of bed energized. You're like, can't wait to greet the day. And then sometimes we have gifts and our path, and it's wonderful for a really long time, and you're so used to feeling valued and worthy, then all of a sudden you get to a place where you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Things happen when you get to, I can't do this anymore. Your energy goes. The shiny lights in your eyes, it goes. That's Peg. You feel dried up. You feel old. You feel like, is this it? And that's when you realize you're at a crossroads. What? This is supposed to be crossroads. Looks like fingers to me. Crossroads. Now, some people get to their crossroads, and it's usually in your 40s because you've done everything building up to the 40s. College, career, husband, family, nurturing, and then all of a sudden you're in your 40s like, whoa. And to quote Ronnie Mund, whoa, stop the clock. You realize, am I fulfilling my life? So there's something you could do. Some people stay in the crossroads. They don't choose. They're afraid. So they stay safe. And they talk about things that are bad. Well, I have a few more years to retirement. When I retire, all these beautiful things are going to happen for me. I'm going to lead a life of leisure. But you know what happens when you lead a life of leisure? It's not what you imagine. You're not in the gated community. You're not on the golf carts. You're not on the beach. And if you are, you're just waiting to kind of stop giving to life. So when you're in that crossroads, the key is to take action. What action should you take? The action that brings you joy, that scares the shit out of you. Do it. Because your path changes in life. You were so happy doing this one thing for so many years and it brought you so much value. But then all of a sudden, it didn't anymore. And you feel like, well, I kind of have to stay here because I'm married, or I'm in this job, or retirement is coming, or I made a commitment to this. Bullshit. Shake it up. Take that leap of faith. When you believe in that leap of faith, miraculous things happen. You are alive again. you are alive again. When your career becomes drudgery, you have to reflect, what brought me joy? Jane Goodall, amazing example. She came from an aristocratic family in England, and she wanted to figure out how hens laid eggs. So she totally followed a hen into the hen house. The hen's like, what the, cluck, the cluck, zipped right out. So she was 4 years old at the time. So she's quick, smart little girl. She gets into the hen house. She gets all down into the hay, real quiet. Now, she waited for 4 hours. She's 4. Her family is freaking out. Where is Jane? They have no idea. She waits and waits and waits till the hen, plop, egg on the nest. She is like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. She's running out of that hen house. She's running to her mother. Her parents are wrought with worry. But her mother was a blessing. Her mother saw the excitement, the shining in her eyes, that when you're lit up, when you just can't but shine. And her mom's like, she didn't yell. She didn't hit. She didn't do any of those things, which would be okay out of fear. She listened to Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall was, that was it. She was hooked. When she was 26, she went over to Tanzania, and her mom went with her. I didn't know that. And it took almost a year or two, no, I don't want to say a year or two, a good year and a half before the chimpanzees started to interact with her, because she did it differently. She named them. She loved them, and trust was built. She is a beautiful example of someone following their path and being nurtured when they're young. And that's a blessing. Her mother was smart enough to honor that. We may not always get that. Our parents are always doing the best they can. But my point is, we are born with specific gifts. You know how we have like fingerprints that are unique to us? We have brains that are unique to us. We have central nervous systems that are unique to us. Everything. So even if you believe you followed your path, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I'm not sure. You're right. Your path changes. Walt Whitman, his path changed. He was a poet. He was kind of corralling with the people in the city. But then the Civil War happened, and he became a beacon of hope and light to those soldiers dying in the tents. And it actually took a toll on his life. But he did such an act of service. He kept calling them, no, I got to go for my boys. And he would just sit and listen, or write a letter, or give a token, a cookie, a piece of fruit, whatever it was. His path changed. And then after that, he wrote some amazing, amazing literature. And all I think of when I really reflect on Walt Whitman, because I'm not an English teacher, I'm a reading teacher, was, oh, I know he, kind of grew up where I lived because there's Walt Whitman Mall. But he was so much more than that. He ended up being such a beacon of hope and light and love to these soldiers, and a voice for that generation. At 47, he did that. Well, he had the realization. That's amazing. So if you feel like you followed your course, your path, your gifts, awesome. But if there's a shift been made and you're afraid, sit with it, but trust. Trust that, you know what, maybe I'm not supposed to be this role anymore. Maybe I'm geared to another role. And hopefully it's exciting and scary, because that's the best. That's what really lights you up. And I really feel I am guided every day. And I know that no matter what happens, I am willing to take a leap in the direction I feel I'm being guided in. Because it is hard to identify your gifts, especially if you haven't been celebrated for it. We don't take credit for the beautiful human beings we are, and we are such beautiful souls. We are such gorgeous souls. And the connection to one another is massive. We have to connect. If we want to be the change agent in the world, which I know we want to be, We have to change in our intimate relationships and honor them and love them. So this is always a leap for me. I want to give you everything I have because that's all I know. And I don't know exactly what my path is now. And I'm 47. What? Same age as old Walty Walt. And it's my hope and my prayer that we change each other. It's my hope and my prayer that we support each other and love each other and always, always see the good. Because we are so good. So, I love that you guys check in with me. I can't read the comments because I'll lose my train. And I try to look in that little tiny hole. So, I make sure I'm looking in the right place. I'm more accepting of myself, of where I am. And it's always a journey for me. The acceptance journey. And the support and the love you give me, I pray I give to you. Because I truly, truly, truly know that we are all here for a reason. Just reflect, am I fulfilled? And think about what brings you joy. And go out and grab it. Because then we're alive. And when we're alive, we infect each other with it. It's just so awesome. So with that, my gorgeous souls, my brethren, I leave you with love and light and hope and charity, and you're not alone, and you're cherished, and I adore you, and just love. Mwah. Till next time.